Hello everybody and welcome back to Mutti Plays Pokemon Sapphire version. Today we are starting off going to Mount Pyre, speaking to Archie, and returning the red orb. The magic orbs that made the legendary Pokemon go all Rargle, Flargle, Blargle. I'm gonna make the world flood, or I'm gonna make the world drown in sunlight. Now, Monty's not gonna be here for a while because, for one thing, the trial version of the call recording program that he got ran out, and neither of us are going to be able to spare the funds to actually purchase the program for a while because, well, it's Christmas in a month, and there's American Thanksgiving on Thursday. So money's gonna be tight till like the next year. And this is Relicanth, rock water type. Weak to fighting, electric, and grass attacks. And I'm catching this for a very specific reason, because in this game you kind of need one if you want to get three certain Pokemon. And anyways, now that we are done with all the lovely introductions and telling what's going on up here, well, what this guy's weaknesses are, I do apologize for last week. Let's see. I believe Tuesday, Monty and I, well, not sure I want to include Monty in this, but, basically I was waiting for my computer's weekly virus scan to finish, and so I started doing a thing with Monty, and, then we got so carried away with the thing after the virus scan had finished recording that scanning that we completely forgot to record that day during the most excellent free window. And here we are finally exploring the rest of the abandoned ship. That one puddle of water that we could not explore because of the dive. Now, I was considering holding off the abandoned ship until after we had gotten, dive, but the trainers are leveled so that if you come here right when you get surf, they won't be too much of a challenge. Now, these 6 rooms right here, basically there's going to be flashing lights, and you have to guess which one of them is the key for the next room, so that you can check the other room, the room of the key that you just got, for more keys. Now the trickiest is going to be the room 5. Well, you get the key for room 6, but you can't. But the key for room 2 is in room 5. Now room 6 does connect to room 5, but you can only see all the shiny blips in room 5. So I will try to remember to have a pause annotation when it gets to the room 5 sparklies so that you guys can take note of it. And now the other days that I neglected to update, Wednesday was when we found out that Monty's subscription, well, trial version had run out, so I was all like, "No!" and didn't record, and then the rest of the week was me just being a great big gigantic derp and not updating. So, ow, kinda hit my jaw on that. But, bad Mutti. And, if you talk to this guy, he won't give you anything, but he will tell you to go and deliver it to Captain Stern, which will be right here in the Slateport port. And, he will trade the scanner for a deep sea tooth or deep sea scale. If you have a deep sea tooth, it reaches special defense, and if you trade it with the clam pearl, it will evolve it into a huntail. If you get the deep sea scale, it will raise special attack, and if you trade it with the clam pearl, it will evolve into a gorbis. And here I am going back and showing off all the places where you can only get to it through a mock bike. And in order to get up those slopes, you need to be 3 squares away from it before you need to have at least 3 squares of momentum in order to be able to charge up the square. And this one is that chunk just south of Meteor Falls if you swim upwards. And here we are back in Granite Cave. Now this one's got some extra fun because not only do you have to cycle up a ramp, you have to cycle over those crumbly floors, and I am amazed I got that done right the first time. Get to the end and you get a rare candy and an Everstone. And I will fall through the holes to show you guys what's under there if you... And there are ladders to get you back up, so don't worry if you do fall. Nothing over here. But there is a thing over here. Now, I wasn't expecting to run into Sableye until I went to do this part. Well, the part that I just transitioned away from. So, that caught me off guard. And here I am now going around showing off the diving spots on Route 124, I believe it is. Yeah, I think so. Now, well, excuse me for a moment, I need to take a drink because my throat is feeling really achy. That should be better. Now, one thing I would like to do for this week, partly to make up for the lack of updating last week, and partly because there are 2 things going on this week. Funnily enough on the same day, but still. Now, I live in the United States of America, so I am getting Thanksgiving on Thursday. But I will also have you know that the year I was born on Thanksgiving. And again this year, my birthday has landed straight on Thanksgiving. So, in honor of American Thanksgiving, my birthday, and to apologize for not updating last week, I shall upload 2 parts every day that I upload this week. Because I am taking Thursday off, because that is Thanksgiving, my birthday. Don't want to work then. So, I do hope you guys enjoy that. And, For those of you who are gonna go shopping on the Friday after American Thanksgiving in America, try to make sure that what you are doing is actually worth... Try to make sure that what you are trying to search for is actually worth the effort, because I have heard stories of people getting injured and maybe possibly killed because of the rush of crowds on Black Friday. So if you are going to take advantage of a Black Friday sale, please make sure it's something that you absolutely really have wanted for a long time, or that you absolutely need, or because really it can be dangerous shopping on Black Friday. Be safe, y'all, okay? Now, let's see. What's going on over here? Running into a Pokemon that we don't care about right now, because we've already seen it, so we already know its weaknesses, and yada yada. And let's see. Oh, when I was recording, I thought that the layer of brightness on the floor just there was one square higher. So when I dove to return to Route 124, I was really confused when it was just a square and not a rectangle. And lots of goodies under the sea. Though, I kinda also admit that, I've been trying to work on the drawings for the credits video that I want to do at the end of this, and I've been trying to get that done because well, we're approaching the end of the game, and I'm fairly certain that in the next part I start tackling the 8th gym, which means we're not terribly far from completing the game. I haven't recorded finishing the game, but getting close. And here's a Whalmer, and I am well aware that I have gone over its weaknesses before, but remember how earlier in the part I said I wanted to catch a Relicanth to get a certain something? Well, you're also going to need a Whalmer. Well, more specifically, a Whale Lord. While I'm not going to grind its levels up just yet, I am going to catch it so that I will have it in the boxes for later. Because, well, if I want to show you guys some things, I'm gonna need to catch it and get it to evolve into a Whalmer, which, by the way, I'm fairly certain is the largest Pokemon in existence. It is a huge thing! And, looks like we are transitioning to finding the trainers on Route 126. If I can even find any. And I do apologize if I miss any of the trainers in these watery routes in these parts to come, because, well, this route is freaking huge. It's kinda hard to can be quite easy to miss all the trainers if you don't comb every single square, and since I was recording and stuffs for you guys, I didn't want to waste my time combing every single square, because at least right now, if I try to speed up the footage, I'm not going to be able to speed up the audio, and I would rather not have to using audio that does not exist in this game, because I'm very nervous about getting this channel slammed with copyright, because well, I don't want that to happen. While I might not always want to have LPs with the parts consistently at 20 parts, I do at least want the ability to, because yeah, it can provides an opportunity for not every part that I submit to have important content, if I so decide to make the part longer just so that we can get important content, but not always gonna happen, even with the longer lengths. And I think there's one last guy on this route, which I believe is that guy. Ooh. Ah, and he has a Gyarados. I believe this is the first one. My memory's a bit mixed up because I've been recording ahead of time and I have run into other Gyarados, but just in case, Gyarados is a flying water type, so it is double weak to electric attacks. And I think that's it. Now, it was going to be a water dragon type, but back in the day of Gen 1, there weren't that many good dragon moves, so they made it water flying to make it easier to deal with. And we are running out of time, people. So I will see you next time on Mutti Plays Pokemon Sapphire version, where we shall tackle Route 127. See you then!